Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to more WWE 2k14 Universe Mode. I am BrendenPlayz, back from the dead. I'm still alive. I've been gone for a week. I haven't uploaded a video for a week, so some of you guys are probably wondering if I'm still going. But yes, I'm back, and we're 3 weeks away from Wrestlemania. Crunch time. The road to Wrestlemania is really upon us right now, as this week's main event brings us the Primetime Players versus Rey Mysterio and the Big Show. Two teams that have progressed to the second round of the WWE Tag Team Tournament. And of course, the Shield, they're going to be the champions leading into WrestleMania for the Tag Team Tournament. Dean Ambrose are going to join them to take on Mark Henry, Cesaro, and Alberto Del Rio. And a six-man tag team match, of course, is going to be a fair few six-man tag team matches in the next couple of weeks, no doubt, because of the big matchup happening at WrestleMania, the 3-on-3 Raw versus Smackdown six-man tag team match. Jack Swagger will face Rusev in a one-on-one match. Of course, Rusev the front runner to face Wade Barrett for the Intercontinental Championship. Jack Swagger certainly could be in contention as well. So let's get straight into it. So PTP versus the Big Show, Rey Mysterio. It's the Primetime Players getting the win. Swagger and Rusev. Rusev, he knocks off Swagger. You have to probably say that Rusev is going to be the man to face Barrett at this stage. If I had to pick someone early on here. So now, time for the six-man tag team tournament match, and we kick it off with arguably the best three-man tag team in the WWE Universe Mode right now, the Shield. You probably argue the Wyatt family could be the other front-running team, but I think the Wyatt family, if I was Paul Heyman, would be my pick, but that's only because you'd have to say the Shield, they're not really going to be 100% competing in this match, simply because Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns will both be a part of the WWE Tag Team Tournament match, which we'll get into later on in this episode, because we're going to have another Tag Team Tournament first round match, the final first round match, in fact. So, Mark Henry coming out now, and obviously Triple H, who's assembling the Smackdown team, is going to be trialing out a few guys of his own to see who exactly will be the best picks, the best team to face off against Raw. So this could be very interesting. All these matches will probably help determine who exactly will face off at WrestleMania 30. This is a big time because the winner of the six-man tag team match at WrestleMania 30 will have the #1 draft pick in the 2014 draft, which will be commencing after WrestleMania, the first night after WrestleMania. And some of you guys still asking me whether or not I'm continuing Universe Mode after WrestleMania. It's pretty obvious, isn't it? I'm doing a draft after WrestleMania, so yes, I'm continuing. And on that note, some of you guys have been bombarding me with a lot of questions, asking me where I've been. I've been tied down doing some things. I've had my birthday was this week, was on last Sunday actually, so as well as that, I've had 3 exams in 3 days, so I've been pretty busy. I've been stressed out. I haven't really had much of a chance to think about uploading a video, so I apologize for that. In fact, I was really bummed out that I've missed the my first week of Let's Talk Tuesdays. I went 11 weeks in a row of doing Let's Talk Tuesdays, and I actually missed this week's Let's Talk Tuesday, which really bummed me out. I could have done it on Wednesday or something like that, but it wouldn't be the same. Just be stupid. So, no Let's Talk Tuesday this week. That really annoyed me. But it is what it is. Been tired, been busy, been stressed. So after Monday, expect to see daily uploads. So it's going to be a bit of slow going for the rest of this week as well. But after Monday, we should be good, because I've still got one more exam to go, and then after that, I've got quite a while of time, a couple of months really, before I have to start to crack down and do any more exams and assignments and things like that. So I've got plenty of time to upload the videos, so expect some good stuff from me in the upcoming weeks, and I will be certainly amping up my game just a little bit to try and make up for the lack of uploads in recent times. So expect to see GM modes and the Universe modes and the Let's Talk Tuesdays, and also the other series going on my other channels, of course, Brenden's Platinums and Brenden's Sims. In the next coming weeks, I'm going to be doing all my prediction videos for the upcoming Money in the Bank pay-per-view, so expect to see that. That'll be on the Brenden's Sims channel. And of course, I'm doing a Wolfenstein playthrough on my Brenden's Platinums channel. So all the links to that will be in the description down below. And plus, as well as that, I'm going to be planning on really vamping up and making my website look a little bit more prettier, and fixing up my forums as well. I had a lot of problems this week with my forum, so I'm really trying to fix a couple of these little niggling issues with all the things that are BrendenPlayz. So, of course, all the links to everything in that is in the links in the description down below. So, please, I highly recommend you guys go and check out and subscribe to my other channels, and of course, bookmark the forums, bookmark the website, and check that out and sign up today. That would mean the world to me. But this match, this is like I said, a vital match. Now, obviously, you probably noticed the cut there. This match went forever, honestly. But really, this is a very vital match because two teams will need to be assembled for Wrestlemania. And for Smackdown, they don't really have an exclusive three-man tag team that they can use. Whereas Raw, you could argue the Wyatts and the Shield are exclusive to Raw. Even though they are tag team guys which compete on both shows, realistically, they compete more so on Raw, because Bray Wyatt was recently United States Champion, so he's obviously a Raw superstar. So they have two strong teams they can choose from. Paul Heyman really has the upper hand, and I would say having an established three-man team is the way to go, rather than trying to throw together a team at last minute, which is kind of what Triple H is trying to employ here, throwing together Henry, Cesaro, and Del Rio. Three great superstars, but, you know, coming up against three guys who are all the same page in the Shield, well, you know, it's going to be very difficult to win there. So, in saying that, I think it'd be a much better idea for the COO, Triple H, to try and pick a team that, you know, whether it's two guys on the same team and you add in another guy, you know, let's say they had the Usos and you add in Cesaro, you only have three guys, but at least you have somewhat of a tag team. I mean, probably the only three-man stable on SmackDown right now is 3MB. And I don't know if Triple H wants to pick 3MB, despite the fact they have been pretty good in recent weeks, so he may be checking 3MB out to see if they are viable contenders to face off against. Perhaps I would probably be saying the Wyatt family. If I was Paul Heyman, I'd be picking the Wyatt family. So it'd be very interesting times ahead for SmackDown. Of course, we need to find out who's going to be the next SmackDown general manager as well. So no kind of news on that yet. And I can't imagine Triple H wanting to take full control of SmackDown. He's just kind of filling in for now to have a bit of a personal rivalry, I guess, with Paul Heyman. A little bit of a friendly wager, I suppose, to see which brand is the better one. I mean, Randy Orton, when he became general manager, I really felt as though SmackDown lifted a whole nother level. So I think Randy Orton's kind of left SmackDown at a really, really good standard right now. So I think Raw certainly has its work cut out for them. But as well as that, Raw has the advantage, of course, as having more established teams on their show. And of course, last episode, I put the question to you guys whether or not we should introduce a new tag team championship belt to probably SmackDown. And you guys, you hit me back saying, yes, do it. And I think we probably should put in the World Tag titles and the WWE Tag titles. You know, when I first started this universe mode, I wanted it to replicate the current day product as much as possible. But now that we've kind of progressed through, and obviously we've done our own storylines, we've made trades, we've made things like that, you know, we actually have a brand extension on this show, I think it's time to give ourselves a bit more of a personal touch. A lot of you guys have been asking me, bring NXT in. I will not bring in NXT in unless WWE 2k14 has an extensive NXT roster. I will never bring in NXT. I have no interest in doing that. So, to probably make it more of a personal touch, I think adding the tag titles, another set of tag titles will work, because we do have quite a lot of teams. And when you think about it, there's still a lot of teams that we have on Universe Mode that aren't getting tag team opportunities. I think we probably have at least 10, 12 teams. And for the most part, only 2 or 3 or 4 teams are really kind of being featured in heavy contendership. Obviously, we do have a lot of tag team matches, and every team does get their opportunities, but realistically, there's only maybe 2 or 3 teams that are ever in contention for tag titles. So I think we're not really getting enough. As well, there you go. The Shield sneak away with a quick victory there. Seth Rollins pinning Cesaro. So the Shield proving to be dominant there by knocking off Cesaro, Del Rio, and Henry in a 6-man tag team match to perhaps Paul Heyman maybe getting a bit of an eye-opener here. It's got to be the Shield of the Wyatts. Does he want the Shield to do double duty, or will he bring in the Wyatts to get the job done? Whereas Triple H, he's got a lot of work to do on his hands. You know, who is he going to bring in? I think we're going to see a lot of 6-man tag matches in the next couple of weeks from Triple H. But so just finishing that thought, I think a new tag team championship belt will work really, really well for either SmackDown or Raw. So I think, what should we do? Should we bring in the World Tag titles and the old WWE Tag titles, or keep the current WWE Tag titles and bring in the World titles? I don't know. So let's go. Move on to this week's SmackDown. And what about this man? We haven't seen him since the Elimination Chamber, where he was taken out by Chris Jericho, so we believe. We don't actually know who exactly it was just yet. Undertaker was taken out from behind by a mystery person, and he suffered a concussion. He was kept out of action last week. Now he is back here tonight on SmackDown, and he looks pretty pissed. He does not look happy. Obviously, he missed out on the opportunity to be a part of the Elimination Chamber match, and because of that, you're going to have to say he's going to have a chip on his shoulder, and he's going to want revenge against whoever it was that took him out. So, Undertaker, he is back here on SmackDown this week, and he's getting ready to have a bit of a chat to us. So, we'll go ahead and find out what exactly the Undertaker has to say and who exactly he believes is the man that took him out.
Just a couple of minutes before the Elimination Chamber match, I was taken out. I suffered a severe concussion, and I've been sitting on my ass for 2 weeks, wondering who the hell it was that attacked me. Nobody else knows, nobody saw anything, so I can't confirm just exactly who it was, but I have a sneaking suspicion, and I'm pretty sure every one of you had the same suspicion as me, that it was Chris Jericho. And now, Jericho, I am done playing your games. I am done trying to wait for you to look me in the eye, man to man, and tell me that it was you. Because it's pretty obvious that you're a little bitch, and that you can't step in this ring right now and tell me that it was you. Then I guess I'm gonna have to beat it out of you. We both know that you're trying to win the big one. You're trying to resurrect your career. You're trying to prove to everyone that you still got it. Well, at WrestleMania, there's this little streak of mine that I have that's, what, 21-0. So if you want to step up and you want to play with the big boys, then how about you step in the ring against me at WrestleMania 30 and you try and beat my streak. Not only will I be able to get my revenge on you, but hey, if you beat me, you'll get your big victory that you've been trying to get all these months now. I'll give you to next Friday, Chris Jericho, to decide. What's it gonna be, Jericho? Are you gonna attack me from behind again, or are you gonna face me like a man, one-on-one, at the grandest stage of them all?
Undertaker calling out Chris Jericho. He believes Jericho was the man to do it. I think we all pretty much assume that Jericho was as well. So, will Chris Jericho accept the Undertaker's match invitation? Will he accept his challenge for WrestleMania 30? We'll find out. As this week, our WWE Tag Team Tournament match will be Christian. He's going to have a partner. Who exactly that partner is, we don't know. He's going to have to find a partner to take on the Usos tonight. And the winner of this one will face off against the Big Show and Rey Mysterio on next week's SmackDown. So this is the final match in the first round of the tournament. Cody Rhodes, he'll face off against Rusev one-on-one. Another 6-man tag team match. Ziggler, Sin Cara, and Kofi Kingston will face off against 3MB. Sandow will face off against the Intercontinental Champion Wade Barrett in a one-on-one match. Perhaps Sandow making a play for the US title, IC title. My bad. Bo Dallas will face Tyson Kidd, and the main event, Sheamus will face off against Batista. Batista out to prove to Ryback that he deserves a title shot at WrestleMania 30. So, Christian, he'll have to find a partner. We'll obviously find out who that is, and we're going to play that match as Cody Rhodes. Wow, he knocks off Rusev. That's a big upset there. As 3MB, well, that is proving my point exactly. An established tag team is getting the job done. Will 3MB be the team to face off, or represent SmackDown to face off against Raw, as Wade Barrett beats Sandow again, Dallas beats Tyson Kidd, and Batista gets the one victory he's needed so badly against Sheamus, as it is time for Christian to face off against the Usos. Who exactly is he going to pick as his partner? I've got no idea who it's going to be. And Christian yet to win gold here in the WWE, so maybe he's going to be entering the tag team division to try and pursue gold that way. He hasn't had much luck in his singles career in recent times, so perhaps he believes tag team is the way to go from now on. So who has he got for us? Who will be his partner for this match here tonight? I haven't really seen him being allied with anybody in recent times, so I'm not exactly sure who he's going to be. So let's find out. What? Are you kidding? That's... You gotta be kidding. There's no way that's Edge. Edge is here. The rated R superstar, perhaps one of the spearheads of Smackdown in recent years, is back, and he is here on Smackdown. He will be Christian's partner. Edge and Christian reuniting one more time. Wow, that is a big partner for Christian to snag here. I can't believe that Christian managed to convince Edge to come back for one more match. Of course, we haven't seen Edge in Universe Mode ever. So this is Edge's debut appearance here in WWE 2k14 Universe Mode. And what a way to come back to help his good friend Christian to perhaps pursue a WWE Tag Team Championship. And well, what happens if, you know, Edge and Christian, they win the tournament, then they go on to beat The Shield? They're going to be Tag Team Champions. That is going to be huge. So this has kind of changed the whole complexity of this match right now for the Usos. They're probably expecting somebody that we've seen quite regularly in SmackDown. I don't know. I really couldn't give you an example, but I don't know. I don't know who the Usos would probably be expecting to face off here, but I really doubt they're expecting Edge. So Usos, they have been one of the best tag teams here on SmackDown. And I don't know, man. I think they deserve an opportunity to go far in this tournament, but it's going to be tough. Edge and Christian, they've been a tag team for over a decade. So they know each other inside and out. Christian hasn't had much success in recent times. Edge, we haven't seen him at all in Universe Mode. So what kind of condition will he be in for this match? So this is a really interesting situation right now for the Usos, who I believe would be one of the biggest challenges for the Shield's championship. So if the Usos can survive tonight, they're going to have to beat Rey Mysterio and the Big Show. And I think if they can get past Big Show and Rey Mysterio, we could have new tag team champions at WrestleMania 30 if they can make it all the way to WrestleMania 30 and win this tournament. So obviously right now, the winner of this match will face off against the Big Show and Rey Mysterio. This is going to be a tough match. This is still the first round of the tournament. This is the final match in the first round of the tournament. And of course the second round will commence will commence next week on the next episode of Universe Mode on Raw. So that should be interesting to see. And as we have a cover there from Christian, so Edge probably raring to get some action in this match, raring to get himself back in the ring. And I still can't believe it, man. Edge is back, and we haven't seen him at all, like I said. So this is a bit of a shock return for me, as you know, Christian, obviously, like I said, hasn't had any success. And, you know, we've seen him get many opportunities at becoming the Intercontinental Champion, whether it's #1 contender matches or even having an opportunity at the title itself, without any luck. Of course, when Kofi Kingston was champion, Christian was constantly in amongst it there. He even had a bit of an opportunity against Wade Barrett as well, where actually Rey Mysterio knocked Christian off to take that #1 contendership opportunity away from Christian. So Christian not having much luck in Universe Mode. And we thought, you know, Edge has entered this match, so the rated R superstar has entered this match. Just going back on to Christian, obviously we probably thought Christian was going to make the transition from the Intercontinental Championship to probably pursuing the World Heavyweight Championship, but hasn't been able to make that next step. And obviously not winning Intercontinental Championship Gold, probably not the most convincing recent run from Christian to kind of convince us that he deserves an opportunity. You know, he did have an opportunity of taking on Batista in Batista's comeback match to get himself in the Elimination Chamber match where he did lose. So, not much luck for Christian in recent times. So perhaps coming back with Edge, teaming up one more time, might be the exact thing he needs to get his career back going here on Universe Mode. And Usos looking good though, as Christian in a little bit of trouble. Edge not tagging in for very long, but Christian looking to get his partner in. Yes, Edge is going to come back in this match, and straight away another tag from the Usos. And here we go. So Edge is in this match. And Usos, we haven't seen them win championship gold either. They've been a team that we've probably assumed that should have been tag champions by now. Let's face it, they've had that many opportunities at the gold, and they just have not been able to clinch it in recent times. So it's important for them to kind of string together a couple of victories here, get themselves into WrestleMania, and get themselves an opportunity, because I really feel as though the Usos deserve to be champions. But in saying that, you know, if we have a new Tag Team Championship belt come in, who exactly is going to win? Who's going to have those championship belts? So obviously, a team like the Usos who are on SmackDown, if the belts do come and we do make them separate and the new belts come to SmackDown, a team like the Usos can really prosper and perhaps be the tag champions. Because, you know, in my opinion, I think the Usos, and probably the Primetime Players as well, two SmackDown teams that obviously deserve to be tag champions. They're good enough to be tag team champs, but just there isn't enough belts in the WWE right now for them to have. You add in another belt, certainly could benefit them, and perhaps we could see them come away and be new tag team champions, whether it's the World or WWE tag team champions. So really right now it's a very interesting situation for the tag team division. If we do add in another belt, you know, all these other teams that we haven't seen featured heavily can now have that opportunity to be tag champions in their own right. And obviously, with the draft coming up really soon, that's going to have a huge impact on the tag team division, because, you know, adding these new belts in, you're going to have all these teams that we've seen on SmackDown, probably seen on Raw as well, that do compete on both shows. Now, they're going to be exclusive to the one brand. So, let's say, you know, the Usos get drafted to Raw, they're going to be going after the Shield's tag titles, for example, not the other tag titles. They're not the new tag titles. So obviously the draft is going to have a huge impact for all the tag teams now. Obviously the Divas are still going to be the only brand kind of non-exclusive division right now. They can compete on both shows. As Christian in trouble, reverses it now, manages to stay alive as the shoulders down again, and the Usos stay alive in this match. So the draft is going to be huge for the tag team division, and who exactly will end up where, we'll have to wait and see. Obviously the first pick will occur at WrestleMania, and we'll find out who will get the first pick. That's why the six-man tag team matches are so important, and the future of the tag team division, the future of all the divisions are so vital, and they all come down to that three-man team that Triple H and Paul Heyman assemble. As Edge will enter this match once again. These frequent tags from these tag teams, so they're working together well. Are Edge and Christian, and the Usos as well. Edge is looking pretty good. Hasn't had too much time in the ring yet. Christian's kind of doing most of the load at the moment, which is fair enough. As Edge face first to the mat. So really, we don't know who exactly will end up where. I mean, what kind of impact will the draft have? Obviously, there's a lot of superstars that could really use a transition from Raw to SmackDown, or vice versa. I mean, let's, for example, a guy like John Cena. He's done it all on Raw. He's been WWE Champion before and hasn't had any success for the longest time here on Raw, and he's really not going anywhere. Being drafted over to SmackDown could be the one thing that Cena needs to really restart and reignite his career, get himself going, and make himself perhaps the World Heavyweight Champion. And probably like another example would be a guy like Sheamus, I think. You know, he's been World Heavyweight Champion before in recent times, and probably for the past 6 months, he hasn't really been featured much, hasn't really been a part of the World Heavyweight Championship scene. So a guy like Sheamus could really use the change from SmackDown to Raw as well. So the draft is very important for some guys. Some of these guys really do need to get drafted over, and we're going to have a real big spice up of the rosters. The only guys that are safe from being drafted are the champions. So if you're not a champion, you're in big jeopardy of being traded over. So the draft is going to be very vital, in my opinion. So that's going to happen, of course, the night after WrestleMania 30. It'll happen on Raw, and then it will happen on SmackDown as well. So it'll happen in those two episodes. How exactly we're going to go about it, I don't know. But all we know for now is Raw or SmackDown will get the first pick, which will be decided who exactly gets that at WrestleMania 30 in the six-man tag team match. So this match has been going on for a while now. These two teams going at it. We haven't seen anybody really hit their big shot yet to kind of put their stamp of authority on this match. It could go either way right now as Christian enters this match once again. Edge tagging out, and Christian and Edge teaming up once again in the corner there to try and take down this Christian. He might be looking to hit the... hang on. Oh! A counter there Might be hit. Look, I thought he was going to hit the kill switch. I had a bit of a mind blank what his finisher was called, because we never see Christian hit his finisher anymore. As a Samoan drop there on Christian. Oh, Edge saves the match. Oh, so close. Christian almost getting pinned there from the Samoan drop. Edge saving the match. Christian's got this. I don't know which Uso is which at the moment. I apologize. I think this might be Jimmy in the corner. Oh, a suplex off the top rope. And now Christian, he's looking to finish this one now. This could be it. Edge takes out the other Uso. Here we go. Oh, kill switch. That is it. Edge and Christian are going to win this one. They're going to progress to the second round of the tournament. They do it. You've got to be kidding me. Christian and Edge, they have done it. ENC have progressed. They have advanced to round 2 of the WWE Tag Team #1 contendership tournament. Wow. So the surprise return of Edge has sparked a big victory for Christian, as he and Edge have beaten the Usos and will now face Rey Mysterio in the Big Show in the next round. As you can see on the screen, Punjabi Cobra in the Primetime Players. They'll face off on Monday Night Raw, and then on Friday Night Smackdown will be Big Show and Edge and Christian, ENC. So, and then the winners of those matches will battle out in the final round, and the winner of that match will face the Shield at WrestleMania 30. What a win for Edge and Christian. Can't believe they are back as a tag team. Might be only for one last run, but perhaps this last run is a successful one. These two guys could be the next tag team champions. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Universe Mode. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you all in the next episode coming real soon.